Hey everyone. I am hoping you guys are super excited for today's workout. Yesterday we did a lot of cardio and stuff, so I am definitely sore. I'm sure that if you guys did it along yesterday too, you're probably a little sore as well. So today we're going to focus on arms, chest, and back. But first and foremost, like I like to disclaim at the beginning of every one of these, I am not a professional personal trainer. I'm not certified yet. I will be eventually, but as of right now, I'm just a gym guy who likes going to the gym and can't right now because we're all in quarantine. So I do really like coming on here. I like having everyone else join me and have our fun workouts and stuff together. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But keep in mind, make sure that you don't overdo it, push yourself too hard, or hurt yourself. Whenever you're doing any of these moves, do them and limit them to the best of your capabilities. Don't overdo it and strain your muscles or anything. And with that, we always start with stretching. So today we're going to be focusing on arms, chest, and back. So make sure you do stretch those. But stretch your entire body, get yourself loose. Whenever you're stretching, make sure you're breathing along with it. If you hold your breath, sometimes you'll actually strain your muscles a little bit. And when you breathe and you exhale while you're stretching, you actually tend to get a deeper and better stretch out of it as well too. So it's definitely something you want to make sure you get some good stretches in, and we will get started here in just a couple of minutes. And you guys watching, if you ever want to, if you're watching the replay, make sure you go ahead and click subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and comment below any comments you have about the workouts, anything you want to do more, anything you want to do less. And then also remember too, could you please like the video and check out some of the other Workout with Rob videos here on the YouTube channel. Let me know what you guys think about them, and I hope you guys get some extra workout with it. And the whole point is that we're all kind of stuck inside anyways. We don't get to use our normal gyms and stuff, so might as well get moving either way. But if you guys are watching live with us, if you ever have any questions or anything, go ahead and use the group chat or just unmute your video and give me a shout, and we will get going. So go ahead and start some stretching. You guys like the Chewbacca? Little Chewy. See him? All right. Everyone feel pretty stretched out? We're going to start in tabletop. So you're going to go down to your hands and knees. Make sure your back is flat. Have your knees directly below your hips and your hands directly below your shoulders. We're going to do opposite knee or opposite leg and arm lifts. So we're going to start focusing on our lower back and our middle back. And all you're going to try to do is keep everything nice and square. And when you come up, come straight out, come straight back, and make sure that you're settling back in the same spot you start at. We're going to do 10 on each arm. So you'll do 20 total reps, switching back and forth. When you're doing it, make sure you stay nice and controlled. Don't let gravity pull your legs and arms down. Take your time as you're doing it. And when you get to that full extension out, really think about pulling your hand and your toes apart from each other as far as you can through the extension of your body. All right, now we're gonna do Supermans. Supermans are real fun. So you lay flat on your chest, arms above you, legs straight out behind you, and you wanna pick up your arms and legs at the same time and really squeeze, almost like a reverse crunch. So if you think about a crunch where you're squeezing your abs, Superman, you're really working on squeezing your lower back. And do about 10 of these. So now stay in that same spot, but instead of lifting your legs, we're gonna do a cobra lift. So have your arms tight to your side, hands down flat, and extend your upper body up. And then come back down and keep it nice and controlled. All the way up and all the way back down. You should feel this in your shoulders and in your lower back. And now we go into push-ups, but we're going to do them from our knees because we're going to do 30 total push-ups. So trying to do them from your toes tends to be a little bit more difficult. You can either do it with your hands, palms out, or you can do it on your fist and do fist for wrist, depending on where your wrist and how your wrist feels. I injured my wrist in a car accident a couple of years ago. So a lot of times when I like to do push-ups, I do them from my fist. So I'm not getting that hyperextension of my wrist here like this. And just do it from your knees, so you don't have to have your feet up. You keep your feet flat, but really keep a focus of having your back and body nice and straight coming out of your knees. All right. You're doing real good. Woo! All right, now we're gonna do shoulder lifts. You can use a weight, you can use a can of soup, you can use a bottle of water, anything that's gonna create a little resistance. You can even use like a resistance band or something, Tammy, if you have it. You're gonna lay on your side, completely on your side. Let's see if I turn this a little bit, if it's easier to see. There we go, that'll be better. So lay flat on your side, your arm down at your hip with your weight, and you're just gonna lift your arm straight up in your shoulder. So you're kind of going straight up out of your shoulder and straight back down. And you kind of want to have like your entire torso down. So you're not resting on your elbow like this. You're really like laying down completely. There you go. You should really feel this on like the top side of your shoulder and kind of towards like your tricep area. Do about 10 on this side, and then we'll roll over and do 10 on the other side. And really just keep it nice and controlled. All right, what's next? All right, go ahead and set your weights aside for now. You're gonna stand. So stand all the way up. We're gonna do shoulder spins. So arms straight out from your side and do forward circles, about 20 of them. And then backwards 20. And then big ones. And then backwards. All right, go ahead and grab your weights back again. We're just gonna do simple 2-arm bicep curls. So instead of how we've been doing a lot of singular arms, we're gonna do 2 at the same time. One of the things to kind of focus on is when you start, your hands are directly to your side. When you finish the curl, you're really curling your wrists together. So your weights are touching, or at least they could be touching. They don't have to touch, but you want them facing each other. And just do it nice and slow and controlled. One of the things by using less weight and not having really heavy dumbbells is the fact that the more control you put in it, you still get a fair amount of work out of those biceps. All right. So about 10 of those, and now we're gonna do triceps. So triceps, your arms straight out from your shoulder, straight behind you. Let the bottom of your arm kind of hang. You're gonna push the bottom of that dumbbell straight up to the ceiling. And then do 10 on each arm. You really want to focus on keeping that upper part of your arm level and still. So you're just using the tricep. The more focused you are on a specific muscle, the more work you're going to do directly on that muscle. If you end up letting your whole arm kind of swing like this, you end up doing more of your shoulder, your chest, and you're not getting that tricep nearly as much back over here. And sometimes if the weight is too hard, you can do it even without a weight. The weight of your arm is enough to be able to actually do it, and just getting that tricep to tense up and put some resistance into it. Cool. So that's our set. Go ahead and take a drink of water, and then we're going to do them all 2 more full times. I hope it gets sunny out here. I want to go pick up garbage. It's Earth Day, you all. And if you're watching the replay, it's Earth Day every day. So go ahead and pick up garbage anyway. All right. Once you guys are ready, back down to tabletop. Opposite arm and leg lifts. I can't tell if you guys can hear my music or not, but today's a real good mix that I found on YouTube. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. All right, 10 on each side. Really focus on stretching from your fingertips to your toes when you get out to that full extension. All right, Supermans. All right, now we're gonna do cobra lifts. So arms tight to your side. It's almost like a push-up, but you're really trying to focus on pushing into your lower back compared to a push-up where you're using your arms to get yourself up. Your arms are almost just there to keep you steady. And you're using your back to lift yourself up. And keep your neck from collapsing down. Really focus on pulling your head out from your body when you go up. All right, now we switch up to push-ups from your knees. Fists or hands, doesn't matter which one. And you should really feel a difference between your push-ups and the cobra push-up. Because the cobra is your back, the push-up is your chest and your biceps. All right, shoulder lifts. Really focus on keeping that arm as straight as possible as you come up and down, too. That'll get your shoulder more than it'll do your bicep and tricep. My shoulders are killing me from doing shoulder press ups the other day. All right, we're standing back up once you're done. I'm definitely just going to use this mix to do the dance off today, I think. It's just too good. All right, arm circles. Arms straight out to the side. Elbows locked. Forward 20, backwards 20 small. Big ones.
backwards. You should really feel this in your shoulders and even up into your neck some. Make sure you don't like collapse your neck down though. You keep your shoulders down as you're doing it. Yeah, we're gonna feel it in the shoulders tomorrow, that's for sure. All right, grab your weights. We're gonna do double bicep curls. So remember, when you're doing these bicep curls, one of the key things is focusing on just using your biceps. So like we do with the tricep, where your arm is straight out, your bicep curl, you're gonna keep your arm tight to your side. So almost like your elbows are attached to your side, like real tight here. So when you come up, you're only using the bicep to move that. And then don't forget to curl your wrists. So straight out this way, when you come up, curl the wrists together and back down. And once again, if you all don't want to use weights, you can totally do these without weights. It's really that resistance that you're naturally creating by taking the time that you'll notice there's a big difference. Sam, try to lock your elbows to your side a little bit more. So you're only moving the arm there. Nice and slow. Do you feel the difference? Yeah. That's how you end up getting guns. These are the only guns I'm allowed to have. All right, and then the last exercise of the set is our tricep. So once again, you can do these without a weight. The key is to have that arm straight out from your side. So it's really coming straight out from your shoulder and focusing on just straightening it to locking your elbow and back down. And you'll notice if you keep that really restricted, you'll feel it on that tricep back here a lot more. And about 10 on each side. All right, 2 sets down. I think in 3.5 years, I had that happen once. What you want to do is log into your account, go to support. There should be a support button, and message them. And on the back of the plastic that they're attached to, there should be a batch number. You want to take that batch number and message them that batch number and say, hey, you know, I normally clean beforehand. I've never had this problem before. every one of these patches is not sticking quite well. Sometimes during the manufacturing process, there could be an issue, and that might be the issue. So I would try doing that and seeing if they have any idea. Sometimes they have a registered, like somebody else has complained, and it's that same patch. So I would try and do that. Customer service. All right. So last time through, you guys. So this time, when we do our last set, you want to try and do each one of these exercises basically as much as you can. So if you can do more than 10, we can get to 12 or 15, go ahead and do that, because this is our last time through and you don't have to exercise again until tomorrow morning. All right, so arm and leg extensions. And really, like I said, one of the key things you want to do is when you get to your full extension, think about pulling your hand, your tips of your fingers, and the tips of your toes as far apart as possible. Because when you do that, you'll really feel that strain in your back. Because this one, we're really focusing on this muscle group down here and not so much on the arm and the leg. You're just using the arm and the leg for the resistance. All right, Supermans. Sorry, guys. Whew. Cobras. So remember,
Don't use your arms to lift yourself up as much as you're trying to use your back to lift yourself up. And your arms are just there to support you. All right, knee push-ups. Whew. Side arm lifts. As many as you can do. And then switch to the other side. Only 3 left now. Turn this up. Arm circles.
All right, bicep curls, 2 arms. As many as you can. Don't have to do them again for at least 24 hours. Whew. All right, last one's triceps. Finish out strong. Ooh. Woo. Arms are gonna hate us tomorrow, that's for sure. All right, you guys, make sure you stretch out to cool down. Stretch the arms and your shoulders really well so you don't get so sore by tomorrow. I appreciate everyone hopping on. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.